Welcome back, everybody. Today it's my crack at this whole CT scanner topic. I will say up front, I'm going to be talking about Weiss Schwarz Pokemon at the end. And when it comes to this topic, at least for Weiss Schwarz, there is no change that is going to happen because of this. Not happening ever, ever, ever. Because the principles you've learned already in the past 3 years will apply to everything with the CT scanner. Now, if you don't know what's going on here, there is a company offering this service called industrial inspection. What they're doing is they're going to take your pack, your ETB, your booster box, your starter deck, trial deck. They will scan that sucker for you, looking for anything that could possibly be a very good card to open up that you can make money off of. There you go. Or if not, then you could just sell the booster packs, booster boxes, all that good stuff. It does come with a price, though, of course, and the price is going to be this $75 per pack if you do 1 to 5 packs. 6 to 10 packs is $70. 11 plus is $65 per pack. Then they also have box scanning under review, TBD per box. So you see where this is going. This is very expensive. If I think about booster boxes, if I think about normal Weiss Schwarz releases currently, $65 a box is generally what it'll be. And that's for 11 packs is going to be 65 per pack. So you see this is kind of expensive in time. I guess if enough people do it, it may drop down in price. But this is not anything that is very cheap whatsoever. Now, before I get into, let's more into the topic, I want to go back to Weiss Schwarz. And I want to just think about, let's act like the CT scanner thing does not actually exist. Now, when you think about Weiss Schwarz, in what scenario would you buy certain product, right? What would you do normally? So I'm going to show you Hololive booster box case. This is $1,200 on TCG player, $25 shipping. And now I want you to think about on release date. So imagine this is $950. Would you have bought a case of this? Or if your budget didn't allow it, if you just didn't want all that stuff, if you were just going to buy some singles and you just wanted a booster box, would you have bought a booster box for, let's say, $65? If not, would you have bought a booster pack for, let's say, $4? $3, $4 sounds pretty fair. Would you have bought any of those, and when would you have bought them? Now think about this. There's some people out there that would only buy a case. There's some people that will risk buying just a booster box, and there's a lot of people out there that's going to say, I will never buy a booster pack. And the reason for that, we know Weiss Schwarz has guaranteed drop rates that are not guaranteed by the company itself, because inside of Hololive booster box case, there was 1 SSP and 4 SPs. There's always potential for errors. Maybe you got 1 extra SP, extra SSP, or maybe you are missing an SP or an SSP, and that's why they weren't guaranteed, because they don't want to have to go back and give people some or try to sort through that mess. Same with trial decks, right? If I flip over your trial decks, this picture had Rent a Girlfriend, but these were Hololive. I was too lazy to change it back in the day. Nice job, me. But you could see two SPs were inside of the trial deck. The rest were triple rares. Okay, so we've always had this whole situation of dead booster boxes, dead trial decks, dead packs, all of that. And people would have bought cases, booster boxes from trusted people. And a lot of people, again, would have not bought booster packs. So let's just go back here one more time and talk about this CT scanner. What does the CT scanner actually do? It takes a look inside of booster packs, booster boxes, to see what potentially is inside of the pack or booster box. Isn't that literally what we've been talking about here with dead booster boxes and dead packs? It's exactly the same thing. And then you just think about the cost. It is cost prohibitive for someone to do this unless they own the machine themselves. I mean, if you own the machine, they're going to just do it day and night. Why wouldn't you? I would do it myself. Actually, I wouldn't. I think about that. I'm like, that takes the surprise away. Now you're just really in it for the money. Not to say money's bad, but at the same time, if you're into collecting, you want to have that nostalgia feel. It takes away the funness and all of that. But anyways, getting back here to the point. CT scanning just brings back the whole dead booster box, dead packs. The more important part is how to identify it, right? Like if we've always been through this whole dead booster box, dead pack scenario, the easiest way to do is take a look at what the person is actually selling. So if you're interested in booster boxes, and I am not saying any of these people on the screen are doing this whatsoever. Let's make that very obvious. I'm not saying that at all. All these people could be legit. Some of them could not be legit. I don't know. I'm not saying that at all. I don't feel like getting sued. So if you want to take a look at, I'm going to make a name, Bob's Cards. Bob's Cards over here has 15 booster boxes for sale. Okay, what I want to do is I'm going to go into Bob's Cards. I'm going to click on his profile. I know this said Steady Games, so just pretend it says Bob's Cards. I'm going to go in here and just take a look shot from this seller. What I'm going to do is take a look at what they're actually selling. If they have booster boxes of Hololive, if they have singles of Hololive, what singles are they? Are they the sign cards? Are they the SSPs, the SPs? Do they fit this whole mapping thing over here where there's 4 SPs and 1 SSP? If they have 1 SSP, I'm done, right? I'm out. I am not buying from them if they just have some booster boxes, because that tells me that potentially the booster boxes they're selling, there's no SSP inside of it. Same thing when it comes to the CT scanner. If anything, the CT scanner is basically going to show that this person is going to have a bunch of packs that are available for sale. They're also going to have, let's say, an SSP. They're also going to have more booster boxes than normal. Right, going back here to Hololive, there was 5 hits inside of the case. If they magically have multiples of, let's say, 13, then I will say that there's a little red flag right there that tells me that's not going to be good, right? Because normally, even though there's 5 hits inside of a case of 18, right, you're not going to get all 5 of them right away. So if they have 13 booster boxes, that's kind of a red flag. If they got 12, 11, 10, maybe they got really lucky and they did that. But with the CT scanner, though, they'll be able to get it a lot more easily. So it's just weird if they have a odd sort of number. And then what you also do, if they're not selling singles here, you just go on eBay, you go on Discord, you go on Mercari, you go on all those different places, just see if they're selling it there, because some people have gotten good about this. They don't put all of their product in one place so that people can't identify it. But that's what you need to do. We've always had this due diligence that you had to do when it came to buying Weiss Schwarz product. Now, flipping over to here, I'm going to show you this ReZero booster box. What do you think about this booster box currently with no CT scanner? All right, you see this thing? It is $500, $9.99 shipping. Before the CT scanner ever entered into your brain, do you think this booster box here, this one single booster box, is it dead or alive, right? Is there an SP inside of there? And the answer is you would never know. You'd have to trust the seller that they are selling you something live, and they give you some sort of story, and maybe the story is believable, maybe it's not. And you've always had this air of suspicion. Some people really don't know, and I don't hold that against them, but I always come into these kind of boxes thinking I will never open it. The reason I will never open it is because it's freaking expensive, it's rare, it's a nice piece that I want to display in a shrine, on a shelf, wherever you want to put this thing, but I have no thoughts of ever opening it up because I can never guarantee it. I guess what you could do is CT scan it, but again, think about the price on here. Imagine scanning that and the cost associated with it. Now, flipping over here to Rascal Does That Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, same thing happening here. Booster box, trial deck. Are you really going to go through the effort of buying this thing and potentially opening it, scanning it, putting all that extra cost in there, and not actually finding anything inside? It's got to be something worth it. Same thing with Saikano. Sorry, I had the wedge just in. This is funny. Saikano, the movie finale. We know there is no signatures in there. We know there's serial numbers in there. Is it worth actually doing this? Well, you can see on TCG Player, it still hasn't sold a single non-signed card or whatever out here. Whatever these things are called, stamps. No one's actually bought it at this point. Now, flipping over here to Pokemon real quick, just to illustrate. Well, actually, I'm going to finish up Weiss Schwarz. There is nothing out here that I see worth doing the CT scan on. Thinking about the actual price, flipping back here to some of these other things, thinking like if that booster box scan costs 800, and I know you could get something great out of here, but what happens? Let's say you buy this box for $1,000, $800, $1,000, and then you pay for the CT scan. What's going to happen is, yeah, you could sell the box, but you just dumped all that extra money on scanning this thing. It's complete waste of money, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense to do this to me. I mean, someone out there may say, yeah, it makes sense to me. I can't see anybody dropping that sort of money. It's got to be something worth it. So just flip over here to Pokemon. Just take a look at this Legendary Treasures Booster Box. Whew, jeez, 3,775. Wow, actually sold today. Actually, is it today? Yesterday, $3,775. Now, is this worth scanning? I guess it really just depends, again, on how much it costs for the booster box scanning. If it's low enough, maybe, but I don't think so. I still am not giving that number, that price that it would cost to open this sucker up, to sell that, to scan it, whatever. This is just, to me, a collector piece to hold on for. It's a freaking beautiful box. Look at this thing. Man, I love it. This Legendary Treasures booster box. Okay, and then I'm going to flip to something more modern. How about some Evolving Skies? I know this one's pretty hot. Do you see this? I don't know if you've looked at this very clearly lately, but man, these booster boxes, that's what these filter. Get off. Clear filters, clear filters, clear It's not doing anything. Oh, let me exit that store. Here we go. It's going to be, I know up there it says like $700. That's actually insane. I don't know about the rest of you, but I have my boxes. I'm so happy that I have my Evolving Skies booster box. Ooh, here's one. $673. Let's just take a look at this. That's nice. That's nice. He didn't put his name on this notebook, but yeah, that's one nice looking box. Am I right? That's a nice looking box. Dang. Evolving Skies. I think a lot of people out there is like, man, I wish I bought some more, especially me. So it's a cool box. But thinking about that again, this whole topic, is it worth it to actually scan this booster box? You'd be dumping a lot of money into the scanning itself. I don't think it's actually worth it. Even though you want that Moonbreon, don't think it's actually worth to do at this point. Now, in time, if people were to offer their services for a little bit lower, it'd be great, but it's gotta be worth it. And we're not there quite yet with how much all this costs. So is there any danger to this CT scanner? I doubt it. And even then, I think if this becomes more commonplace, there's gonna be companies out there that obviously are going to do what they have to protect what they do, which is sell cards. They're not going to let people get away with this and ruin their business. You really think that these card companies are going to be cool with this? No. But at this point, it's not at a point where this is affordable for everyone. It's going to be targeted to the more expensive packs that are out there, more expensive potential cards. Even though this card right here, freaking expensive. Is it really? $874.02. Does that cost this? Would you really spend that much money to scan these packs and potentially not get it? Because if you end up not getting it, you're screwed, right? You just lost a bunch of money. I'd rather just focus on buying booster boxes. Not saying that you should do that, but if anything, instead of scanning it, I would be dumping money and getting it. And I think this is another part that I have to say is the sooner you buy at release, the better for you. And the reason why is because if you get it, less chance for them to CT scan this sucker. Also, you're going to be ruining your reputation if someone goes down this route. If someone is actually going to go down this route and someone finds out about it, potentially if somehow you find out who's actually using these services right here, then right away their reputation is ruined, right? Who would actually buy packs from them? You know, like if someone wants to go that route and sell sealed product and they find out about it, it's over. You're done. No one's ever going to buy from them again. I guess if they never sell product like that, they never sell the sealed products, then I guess they'll still be fine. But it's one of those ones where do you really want to ruin your business because of this? And I think not. I think you just focus on actually buying the product. Now, when you think about sports cards, the really high end with the packs and all that, that's another topic. But for this, I think we're safe. So people out there, Weiss Schwarz lovers, Pokemon lovers, I think we're good. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's just another topic that everybody wants to talk about. It's the flavor of the week. Now, as always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to write it down below. I also have in my description other ways you can contact me. If you buy through TCG players, please use my link, and that supports the channel in giving out giveaways. But if you need to reach me for any reason, feel free to drop me an email. Don't worry about it. I like getting emails. It may take a little bit to get back to you, but I do answer all the ones I get. So as always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside your budget. I don't think it's worth CT scanning any of this stuff, but if you want to, feel free. It's actually interesting as I end here. What I saw on this website, just one last thing. I was about to end, but here we go. A note to readers. How close can I zoom? There we go. A note to readers. We've been reading the commentary surrounding our reveal of the ability to CT scan and image unopened Pokemon cards and collector packs. Reasonably, there is controversy around if this is a good thing or a bad thing. We have not taken a position on this. However, now that this method is public, it is fair that it is limited to a small set of people. We have taken the position that making this technology available to the general public evens the playing field against wealthy investors and bad actors working in secret. Forum and comments sections seem unified that it's not a question if scanning services will be available, but when. If this is true, wouldn't it be better to offer this service immediately to prevent a small number of people from taking advantage of this by themselves? As I pointed out here, it's interesting this I there's so many things I want to say about this, but I will say it's only going to affect a small group of people. This thing is not affordable to the majority of the people out there. If you really wanted the CT scan, you can. It costs money, but it's not worth it. You know, just buy the freaking case at $950, call it a day. Okay? But that's everything. I want to say more about this position right here on this page, but that's enough for me. As always, I will check you out the next time. Remember, budget, budget, budget. Spend your money on good things. And you know what? Take your family out. It's a beautiful world out there. Enjoy it while you can. See you later.